What do you call a footballer who crashes a $200,000 Ferrari, sets his own house on fire with fireworks, and still gets called a genius? You call him Mario Balotelli. He wasn't just a striker. He was a one-man headline machine. Loved by fans, feared by club managers, and followed by paparazzi like a rock star with a red card problem. This isn't just a football story. It's about luxury cars, nightclub chaos, viral quotes, and bizarre generosity. All from a man who never wanted to fit in. From Inter Milan to Manchester madness. This is the unfiltered life of Super Mario. And it all started long before the fireworks or the fame. The making of Mario, talent meets turbulence. Mario Balotelli was born in Palermo, Sicily, to Ghanaian immigrants. But his life took a sharp turn when he was adopted by an Italian family in Brescia. That new beginning brought stability and revealed his freakish talent. By the time he joined Inter Milan's youth academy, people were already whispering, this kid could be world-class. And he was. Quick feet, explosive strength, wild confidence. Jose Mourinho handed him his first senior contract at Inter. Mario was just 17, already earning big and acting bigger. But the red flag showed early. Throwing his shirt after being subbed off, getting into spats with teammates, and reportedly skipping team dinners because he just didn't feel like it. The football world saw him as electric on the pitch and unpredictable everywhere else. Then came Manchester City, and things went from unpredictable to absolutely unhinged. Manchester Mayhem, the Premier League circus. When Mario Balotelli landed in Manchester in 2010, the Premier League didn't know what was coming. Manchester City had just signed him for £24 million. He was 20 years old and suddenly making £100,000 a week. Within months, he was cruising through town in a camo-painted Bentley and a bright red Ferrari, both frequently spotted, both occasionally impounded. But the cars weren't the wildest part. That would be Bonfire Night, 2011. Balotelli and his friends set off fireworks inside his £3 million Cheshire mansion. The bathroom caught fire. The fire department showed up. The next day, he scored twice against Manchester United and revealed that iconic undershirt. Why always me? It was cheeky, it was meme-worthy, and it was pure Mario. And the chaos didn't stop there. He got fined for throwing darts at youth players. He claimed he was just bored. He fought with teammates in training. He clashed so hard with Roberto Mancini that the two nearly came to blows. His red card collection, growing. His media coverage, relentless. Tabloids loved him. Managers feared him. Fans? They were either furious or fascinated. Balotelli once said about the firework fiasco, "It wasn't me who lit them, it was a friend." Of course it was. But for all the fines, fire, and headlines, he kept doing something very few could, scoring goals in style. And that meant the madness was far from over. In a life of flash, cars, cash, and chaos, Mario Balotelli didn't just live large, he lived loud. By his early 20s, his garage looked like a luxury car showroom. There was the Audi R8, crashed, the Bentley Continental GT, impounded, and the infamous camo-wrapped Maserati, one of the most recognizable and ridiculous rides ever seen on Manchester roads. His nights were just as wild. He was a club regular, whether in Manchester, Milan, or Mykonos, usually flanked by an entourage of 10 or more, dressed in designer fits. In Ibiza and Dubai, insiders whispered that Mario once racked up nightclub bills of $30,000 or more in a single night. But for every moment of chaos, there was one that went viral for the opposite reason. Like the time he was spotted handing cash to homeless people in Manchester, unconfirmed, but shared all over social media. Or when he randomly walked into a local school just to use the bathroom, and then played football with the kids for 20 minutes. That's Balotelli, millionaire baller, off-script humor. But not every manager found his quirks so charming. And soon, even the biggest clubs started backing away. Transfers that followed from elite to exile. By 2013, Balotelli's time at Manchester City had run its course. He returned to AC Milan, hoping for a fresh start, but the pattern followed. Then came Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers. Big expectations, but things unraveled quickly. Mario didn't fit the system. He clashed with the staff. And the headlines never slowed. His attitude didn't help either. He once told reporters, "Training is boring." When asked why he didn't celebrate goals, he shrugged. "That's my job." A postman doesn't celebrate when he delivers letters. His brilliance flickered, but his discipline dimmed. He bounced to Nice, then Marseille, then smaller clubs like Brescia, Adana Demirspor, and even FC Sion in Switzerland. From Champions League nights to mid-table brains, the football world watched a superstar slowly drift from the spotlight. And yet, even after earning an estimated 40 to 50 million euros throughout his career, Mario never changed for anyone. But underneath the headlines and horsepower, there were flashes of something rare, moments where Mario let us see the real man behind the madness. The media's obsession, why always him? Mario Balotelli didn't need to chase headlines, they chased him. From the moment he arrived in England, the tabloids had him on speed dial. If Manchester City dropped points, blame Balotelli. If a teammate missed a flight, somehow Mario's name would still surface. The media turned him into a magnet for mayhem. Every red card, every parking ticket, every club night out. And that infamous moment after scoring against Manchester United when he lifted his shirt to reveal, "Why always me?" That line became a global meme, but it was also a cry of frustration. He later explained, "When I do well, nobody says anything. When I do bad, they go crazy." To some, he was football's biggest distraction. To others, he was the only player keeping the game interesting. But beyond the spotlight, those closest to him saw a very different Mario. Private Balotelli, charity, family, and reflection. For all the headlines and hijinks, there's another side to Mario Balotelli, one that rarely made the front page. He's quietly donated tens of thousands of euros to hospitals and earthquake relief efforts in Italy. In Manchester, he bought iPads and toys for sick children during hospital visits, without a press crew in sight. His most grounded moments? They're almost always connected to family. Balotelli shares a deep bond with his adoptive Italian mother and is a devoted father to his daughter, Pia. In interviews, he's opened up about how becoming a dad changed his outlook. Fame, he admits, came too fast. "If I could go back," he once said, "I'd focus more. I lost time I won't get back." It's a rare glimpse of vulnerability from a man so often portrayed as reckless. Behind the Instagram headlines and flaming bathroom stories, there's a person who's wrestled with fame, identity, and redemption. So how should we remember Mario Balotelli, a waste of talent, or one of football's most unforgettable characters? Conclusion, the beautiful disaster. Mario Balotelli was never trying to be the perfect pro. And honestly, that's what made him unforgettable. He was football's wild child, a magician with the ball, a headline waiting to happen, misunderstood by coaches, loved by fans, feared by PR teams. With a net worth of over 40 million euros and contracts across Italy, England, France, Turkey, and Switzerland, Balotelli didn't follow the script, he rewrote it. No, his legacy won't be filled with golden boots or long lists of trophies. But what he gave us were moments, chaos, laughter, genius. Moments no one else could deliver. So here's the final question. Was he football's last true rock star? Or a misunderstood genius born in the wrong era? Call to action, drop your favorite Mario Balotelli moment in the comments. We know you have one. Smash that like button if you think football needs more Super Marios. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time we're diving into another football legend whose life off the pitch was even more explosive than on it.